What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down some of Brandin Cooks' route running. We're going to be talking about how you guys can use your speed and your quickness to your advantage and how you guys can use that to create some separation, obviously. Okay, guys, it's going to be a great video for you to get some value on just your moves off the line and just your moves at the top of the route, because that's obviously what's most important, okay, in terms of creating separation. And guys, recently I just developed a new pre-workout supplement, a new supplement brand. This is something that I'm really passionate about. And if you guys want 15% off of our pre-workout, or you want to sample our product, check out that link in the description. It says new pre-workout supplements specifically made for athletes. A lot of times pre-workout supplements made for bodybuilders, you know, getting jacked, but this is mainly performance based, right? It's to help you guys out on the field, but also in the gym to help you gain weight, get a little bit more explosive, get faster. It helps with your mental focus. Again, if you want 15% off, use the promo code DOWN15. Check out that link in the description. It says new pre-workout supplement. Let's get started. So first things first here, we're going to be talking about Cooks working this quick little, like almost foot fire triple step release off the line to get this DB sitting inside. Now, again, I will be making videos, I promise you, on slower receivers who are maybe on the bigger side and how they can create some separation. But really, it's all the same, right? It's all technique-based. It's all technical. Yes, 100% it helps to be fast like Cooks. But technique is what's going to get you open, because especially at this level, this is a very talented guy. Whether he's a top-tier DB or not, he is a talented defensive back. He's playing in the NFL. I get so sick and tired of hearing people say, oh, the DB is trash, this, that, and the third. No, they're talented guys. They're professionals. It's their job. They're going to be good, and we got to come at him with something more than just speed. So let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So he comes off the line and hits him with this like 3-step release, keeps that head down and widens the space. And again, we talk about this all the time. This DB is not in a horrible position, but he got beat, right? He's not in a horrible position, but the inches that you need are so small in this game. That's why every little detail matters, right? So when we come off the line, you see how when he goes here, he gives him that quick little foot fire, little stutter 1-2, right? Gives him that quick little bam, 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 throws that thing to the inside, and you see how he's turning his upper half, right? Now, again, being a quicker guy, it's really easy to be able to explode out. It's a lot easier, I should say, to explode off of this break, because we're obviously a little bit more twitchy than other guys, but we still got to be a salesman with my upper half, because that still is what the DB's watching, right? Because especially against a quick guy, he knows this guy's fast. I don't want him to break my ankles. I'm going to try to stay disciplined and watch his hips. So if you could turn your hips and you could throw your body to the outside, but at the same time keep your toes forward so you keep that weight on the inside arch, that's how you can rip some explosion and get some separation. Because if I could get him leaning to the inside and that inside leg on that right leg, and I could drive off of this inside arch, that could get me some explosion off the line. Now, that explosion off the line that he's able to generate, you see here, one thing that you guys got to understand is if you get a DB leaning to the inside, right, and he's off balance or he's off platform and he works with you and you want to take an outside release, getting off a press is not the most complicated thing in the world, right? We just got to keep the timing with the quarterback, and we got to get off of here and avoid his hand. So we got to know, what hand do I have to beat? I want to take an outside release, so what arm do I got to beat? I got to beat his outside arm. So let's make sure that I swat that outside arm, I get him to lean, because if you swat him here, his hips lock out, and then he's playing catch up the entire time. So that's what Cooks does. He kind of avoids and swats here. He kind of avoids it, swats, and now he's here. Now, even with his speed, what's he focused on doing? Anybody can create space off the line, but against a talented DB, you got to give him something more than that. So you see how he keeps his head down and he continues to drive downfield. It almost doesn't look like he's running full speed on this, but he's such a quick guy that it certainly helps. So when you guys can keep your head down, continue to pump your arms, continue to keep that same normal stride, it widens the distance with this guy, widens the distance with the DB, so we can keep that separation, right? Anybody can get separation, but can I keep that separation? That's exactly what Cooks does. Over the top, this ball is thrown late with those hands, so DB doesn't have time to react. That's a great route. Let's watch it again full speed one more time. So he gives him that little stutter, throws that 1-2, avoids that contact, beats that outside arm. Let's make sure I accelerate up and make this play. Great ball as well from the quarterback. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at this kind of like stutter go variation. So it's watch it again full speed. So he comes off here, kind of hesitates, gives that jab, little stutter, gets that DB to stop his feet, and then I accelerate upfield. So now, the key on this is when we come off here and this DB's in this like catch technique, right? He's waiting for us to come at him so he can get hands, he can be physical and try to disrupt the timing with the quarterback. Because again, all press is, and this is what a lot of people don't understand, is just getting off of this so the DB, let's talk about this first. DB's job is to disrupt timing. That's the only reason why they come down and press in the first place, to disrupt timing. He's confident that he could get hands on you and disrupt the timing with the quarterback, so the quarterback moves on to another read. That's just fact. That's just what they're trained to do. So if we can avoid hand contact, contact, or not avoid, but combat the hand contact, and in some cases avoid it, but just honestly just get his hands off of you. We still keep timing with the quarterback, and then bam, we're off press. Everybody asks me, oh, how do I get off press? How do I get off press? How do I get off press? Just make sure you keep the timing with the quarterback, right? It's just not about, because anybody could do all these fancy moves and throw the 8 different breaks, but we got to make sure that we're efficient with our movement. I'm as quick as possible, right? We want to be as quick as possible, but as efficient as possible. Now, if it's a longer developing play, hell yeah, you can maybe come out with something a little bit more fancy. But when it's a quick play where I got to get upfield right now, and especially being a fast guy like Cooks, Watson just wants to get it up to you right now. We got to come with something quick. So you see how he's here? He attacks his leverage, and he's real patient. When you're patient off the line like this, that gets that DB to be patient, because he's trying to match your tempo. He's trying to match your speed. And then I throw that jab to the inside, maybe get him to lean a little bit. Now I can take this outside release. And again, he's opening up, so we got to know what hand do I have to beat if I want to take an outside release. His right hand. He doesn't even try to get hands. He already opens up, and he wants to turn and run with me. So Cooks does a great job of fighting those hands throughout the route. That's another thing you guys got to realize. Just the hand combat isn't just over off the line of scrimmage. Throughout the route, you guys got to battle his hands. You got to work that windshield wiper. You got to rip underneath. You want to pretend like he's got crap underneath his fingernails, and we want to get those fingernails off of us, right? Don't let him touch you. Don't let him touch you. That's why you should constantly be working that windshield wiper technique or that rip under technique as you're working your routes, right? So now Cooks gives him this little stutter right here, and just this little stutter stops that DB's feet. And when he stops his feet and he doesn't have hands, because we're combating those hands, that's going to get us some separation, especially when we know we're faster than this guy, right? Because his only option is to get hands to combat us, right? So we keep my head down. I continue to accelerate, and I widen the distance from this DB. That's a great job there by Cooks. DB kind of gave up a little bit because he knew Cooks has just got crazy speed, but that's a great job here working that hand technique, getting those hands off throughout the route, dropping those hips, and then pushing vertical. Let's watch it again full speed one more time. So again, patient off the line, work those hands, a little stutter without hands, get him to stop his feet without hands on you. That's a recipe for some separation, okay? So now we're going to be looking at this corner post here, and we're going to be talking about how you want to be sudden with your breaks, especially on a double move like a corner post, post corner, out and up, anything that involves like kind of 2 different speed cuts, you've got to be sudden with your feet. So let's watch this thing full speed one more time here. So he's coming off, breaks to the corner, 3 steps, breaks this thing off, make sure we accelerate, and then we catch this ball over the top. It's a great rider, so let's watch this thing. Let's break it down. So when I take an inside release on a corner post, that's honestly probably not bad. If we were to take let's just talk about it for a second. If we were to take an outside release and he was trailing on the outside, right, and I break to the corner, it'd be important that when I break back to this post that I really get him to bite over the top on me, right? But if I take this inside release, even better. I just got to make sure that I work to get back over the top of him, that I'm not breaking this corner off right into him, I'm running into him, and then I break back to the post, and he could still stay on my hip, right? I'm a firm believer that you can run any route from whichever release, inside or outside release, so we got to treat it like that. So when he comes off the line here, and he's bursting upfield, hold on, my bad, my fault, and he's bursting upfield, he breaks to this corner, you see how sudden that cut is, right? He's just here, bam, break. In stride, nothing changes about that. That's another key to a double move, right? Everybody loves to talk about selling it with your eyes. You got to sell with your eyes. But you got to be a salesman. Yeah, we talk about that all the time with my videos and on my previous videos. You guys can check that out where we talk about double moves. But when we're making these cuts, they got to be sudden because I got to keep speed. The definition of being sudden with your feet, if you're jogging up into a route and you're nice and easy, you're not running full speed, your cuts are going to be soft and they're not going to have any explosion. But when you try to change direction, running full speed, your feet have to be sudden. You really pop that step right in the grass. So you see how he's running here and he just pops there and that's 3 steps. 1, 2, pop again. It's all in stride because you know that speed is what sells this. Nobody runs their actual corner route. They don't break off the corner route and go half speed. Right? That's what I see everybody do that on their double moves. They'll break to the post and they'll go 1, 2, 3. And they're a quick 3 steps and they're choppy steps. You want to take full 3 steps. You break here 1, 2, 3. And then we break this thing off and we use that cut to explode me back over the middle. That's how I create energy, right? There are 2 ways to create energy with the top of the route. Either your hip drive, getting in a low explosive position, or the suddenness of your feet, and that shoots you out, okay? So that's a great job here by Cooks. Let's watch it again full speed one more time for him coming out. So he's bursting upfield, break, 1, 2, 3, pops this thing off, make sure we run those arms and make sure we accelerate out on a corner post or any kind of double move. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope this video gave you some value. Again, if you want a new pre-workout supplement, right, something I just developed, really passionate about it, specifically for athletes. This is not a bodybuilder product. We don't plan on doing anything like that as of right now. This is specifically for athletes and their performance, and you want 15% off of our pre-workout, full a lot of ingredients in there, ingredients to give you guys energy, help you with weight gain, help you with speed gain, help you with mental focus, just help you with performance on the field and in the gym. 15% off. Use the code DOWN15. Link in the description. New pre-workout supplement. If you guys have any questions at all too, leave those in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I'll see you guys next time.